If you think Hollywood has run out of new ideas, well, you actually may be onto something there. 2019 is going to be filled to the brim with sequels, reboots, remakes, and other regurgitations of old movies that studio execs know will sell. But guess what? That doesn't have to be a bad thing. In fact, I'm genuinely excited for a lot of these new versions of old classics. I'm Alex Robinson, and today I've got the reboots and sequels that we are actually pumped to see this year. Right away, we have to talk about the new Lion King remake. The original is quite possibly the greatest flick to come out of Disney's second golden age in the early 90s, and it's almost certainly one of the most beloved kids movies of all time, hands down. So obviously this one is going to come with some absurdly high expectations. But director Jon Favreau has already proven he can take an animal-centric Disney classic and translate it for modern audiences, with a surprisingly good Jungle Book in 2016. And with a cast featuring the vocal talents of Donald Glover, Beyonce, Seth Rogen, John Oliver, and even James Earl Jones reprising his iconic role as Mufasa, the actual Lion King, we feel like our favorite characters are in great hands. Or voices, I guess. Now, The Lion King keeps being described as live action, but it's actually a photorealistic computer animated movie. You know, because animals can't actually talk. Yet. At any rate, the creators say it will have some key differences from the original film that will make it worth watching for fans and newcomers alike, like Beyonce, for instance. I, for one, am going to be ready to say Hakuna Matata all over again on July 19th. On the flip side, we have Aladdin, a live-action remake of the Disney animated classic, but this one has gotten some, well, negative attention on social media. Mainly for featuring a frankly terrifying CGI electric blue version of Will Smith as the iconic genie, a role originally helmed by the late, great Robin Williams. Now, I'm with you guys to some degree here, and yes, it does make me feel a little weird to see one of the greatest characters and films of my childhood get remixed and remade into something new and potentially awful, but I gotta put my trust in Guy Ritchie, the director and co-screenwriter. And I also gotta trust in Will Smith to lay down a role that both pays tribute to Robin Williams' iconic turn and adds a new spin to the character. I hope it works out, and I am definitely gonna show up to the theater on May 24th to find out. Now that we have those high-profile remakes out of the way, let's take a gander at a new-look installment of another beloved franchise. Men in Black International stars Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson as international operatives in the previously domestic Men in Black universe. You probably remember Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith chasing down aliens across the US while making time to spout copious amounts of one-liners at each other, and we can probably expect the same blend of action and comedy in this upcoming blockbuster. Let's face it, the Men in Black franchise was getting a little stale. I mean, the first one might have been the only one worth watching anyway. Hopefully, with some fresh blood, this franchise can be reborn when the movie releases on June 14th. And I mean, Chris Hemsworth will probably take his shirt off at least once, so that should make a lot of people happy. And finally, we come to a film that I am perhaps most looking forward to this summer, Toy Story 4, the third and perhaps final sequel to the seminal 1994 Pixar original. Details are sparse, but we do know Jordan Peele and Keegan-Michael Key will be playing the role of two toys being hawked as carnival prizes. That and Veep's Tony Hale will be playing a new character named Forky, a homemade toy that is grappling with an existential crisis. See a toy? See a pile of trash? Is there really any difference? Who's to say? But if I do know anything about the previous installments of Toy Story, I know that one day I will end up watching it on an airplane and subsequently bawl my eyes out over a bag of complimentary peanuts. These things make me emotional, okay?
Speaking of things that make me emotional, Visible Phone service gives you unlimited messages, minutes, and data at speeds up to 5 megabits per second for just $40 a month. There's no hidden fees, you don't have to visit any stores, and it all runs on Verizon's 4G LTE network.
I'm kind of getting emotional again. Can we cut? I'm Alex Robinson, and that was Bingeworthy. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. For more Thrillist entertainment, check out the link in our description. And for another episode of Bingeworthy right now, click the link directly to my left. Thanks.